Guesty BoroFanTV, 2-1 defeat away to Leeds with Jason and Josh. Jason, disappointed?
Very disappointed. I thought we could have came in, got the draw at least, but the defeat, it was just what I looked at. It was 2 attacks that they had, and that was it. And it wasn't until second half Middlesbrough sort of made the change. In the first half, it was high balls, and we were just getting beat.
2 goals at the back post.
Yeah, that's what it was. And I thought, you looked at Roberts at the back, and I thought, was he the man to be there?
Seemed to be a big game to bring the young lad in.
Yeah, probably Fabio would have been the better choice because he's played right back before last season, and he's knows it. But Roberts didn't really look up to it today. I thought just wasn't up to it.
We looked very disjointed again. Like you say, we didn't seem to put no passing together between our midfield and front two.
We didn't, and it's just like you looked at the midfield and the passes were going the second half side to side, and you were thinking, well, get forward, and that's where we looked dangerous when the ball went forward, and got into that box and try out. He was trying, but like he always does, takes him on, goes back, and then the cross.
We seem to be struggling again, like earlier on in the season, where we need somebody in that midfield who can take the game by the scruff of the neck and pass the ball forward.
It does, and they probably thought that Howson was the man to do it, and they left Ledbetter out for a while, and then brought him back, and you could see he's the grafter. He was one battles. He's got it on his heart to say this is what we're going to do.
I felt Ledbetter was on his heels today. He seemed more intent to pass the ball back.
Yeah, but it's not. He normally springs it back and forth and plays the long balls, so it was a different Ledbetter, but he still had that passion in him to win balls and put in the challenges. And yeah, just captain passion, isn't he?
Do you feel we were going to get a point after we'd got the penalty?
I think some of the chances that we had after weren't that good. Like Britt's chance where curl past the post. If it was on another day, he probably would have put that in. But another goal for Britt, and it's another £1 million paid off their price.
Did we deserve a point?
I think the game deserved a point, yes. Yeah, I think it did.
Yeah. Is that just from a Boro perspective, or?
I don't think it showed Leeds dominated us, and I don't think we dominated them. And then I think overall out of the game, I think it should have just been a draw.